So we have a few sales reps that we want to track all of their sales. And we have a sheet with all of their sales, and each one has their rep name in the D column. We're going to quickly just add up how many sales they have, what's their value, that kind of thing. If you're looking for more from a sales tracker, make sure you comment below what you want to do in your sales tracker, and I'm more than happy to make more videos to show you exactly how to do what you want to do. So here, this is fairly simple if you know what you're doing. And now you're going to know what to do. So in your sheet of dashboard or wherever you are, and you want to say, hey, this Carl has how many sales in the sales sheet? We're going to use SUMIF, and not just SUMIF, because we could use SUMIF. However, I like using SUMIFs because the syntax is a little different and way more intuitive. So the first thing with SUMIFs is, what is the range that I want to sum up? So I'm going to type it again, SUMIFs. Well, I can just go to sales and say, I want to select the value. So I want to say, how much value is this sales rep bringing? And then I can hit the comma. And the second thing is criteria range. Well, that's going to be where the name of my rep is. So in this case, it's the D column. In your case, it might be another column. Then I'm going to add another comma. And here we're sum range, criteria range, and then the criteria. Don't worry about the one at the beginning. All that really means is that this criteria range is based on this criteria. The next range is based on the next criteria that you put in. You can do multiple things here. But I just want to get the sales rep. So my criteria is actually going to be back on my dashboard where it says sales rep A2. So this is value, and I want to say, okay, this is how many total sales they have. As long as I use the full column B and D, and I use the exact cell reference of A2 here, I can copy and paste this down. And each one is going to change this A2 to A5, A6, A7, but the columns are going to stay the same. So I get total value of what this sales rep has brought. If I want sales, the total number of sales they've done, not the total value, I can use COUNTIF. And again, I can use COUNTIF or COUNTIFS. COUNTIFS is going to have a different syntax than SUMIF and SUMIFS. So COUNTIF I find fairly simple. Just look at the range, count it. So we're going to say COUNTIF. I'm going to go back to my sales, and I'm going to select the rep column. So this is just how many mentions does this person have. So I'll put a comma, then I'll go back to my dashboard, and I'll select A2, just like I did with sum. And that's just saying in the D column, how many times is Carl mentioned? And I can copy paste this down and see 4, 4, 4, 3. Oh, Ishmael only had one sale. Is that correct? Yes. I can go over here and do Command F and search for Ishmael and say, okay, yes, the data is correct. That is good. I like to always check my data as I'm doing these COUNTIFs, SUMIFs, just for a sanity check. Just be like, is this the correct one? I can also format this value if I want. I can also create a nice little average here and say equals value divided by sales for each person. I can also highlight the top average salesman or the top value or both. Let's say the B column, I want to do format, conditional formatting. See the whole thing here. And I want to go to format cells if custom formula is equals B1 equals max B colon B. And this is going to be the highest number. Let's put it in red. Done. Let's select the D column and do add another rule. Same. I'm going to go to custom formula is equals D1 equals max and D colon D in parentheses. And this I'm going to do green. Actually, a different green. There, that's a good green. If I don't want the maximum, I just want to say, ooh, who's the least littlest? I can change this to min instead of max and get the least. That's probably better for red. So I get, oh, Ishmael in last place. But the best average is Florence, even though they've only done 3 sales, not 4. They're best average. Woo, what are they doing different? Isn't that cool? To be able to do a little sales tracker, get a little dashboard very quickly into your company, see what's going on. Again, feel free. Comment down below. Tell me what you want in a sales tracker. I'm more than happy to make more videos helping you do more and do better in Google Sheets.
You're watching Better Sheets here on YouTube. Make sure you check out this video or this video and subscribe right now to get more tips, tricks, how-tos, get more out of your Google Sheets than you ever have before. I'm excited to be making a ton more videos here. Ask me questions down in the comments and I will answer them in future videos. But for right now, right here, one of these videos is going to be your next Google Sheet.